Hey, my name is Nika Comet and I'm a frontwoman for Chase the Comet. I recorded this video to share my experience of how to make your band famous, because that's what I'm doing with my band. I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying to deliver my music to the music listeners all around the world, and that's why I thought you might be interested to hear some tips that will help you to get your music out there. So, the first thing, and the most important thing, you gotta start doing things. Stop sitting and wasting your time. Stop complaining about how hard it is. I've met a lot of people who just say, oh, it's so hard. No, it's not fucking hard. You just have to do stuff. You have to get your ass and start creating things. Start getting them out there and stop looking for obstacles. That's what people do. They look for obstacles and justifications. So the first thing, as I said, you need to start doing things, okay? What things? You want to get your music out there, you want to get your band famous. What do usually bands do to get famous? You know the answer, right? They record music, they release songs, they go on tour. This is it. I will try to record some more videos telling you about those things, how to do those things. But you can start right now. You can start doing things. Okay? That's the most important thing. Let's go further. The second important thing is stop trying to make music for people in the music industry. I'll tell you honestly, that was my very big problem, because I always thought that someone should discover me. Someone should help me, someone should invest money, because I don't have money. I think you don't either. So neither of us has money, neither of us has connections. Like, you don't know any famous person who would just say, hey, do you want to be on tour with me? And you're like, yeah, sure, why not? No, that's not gonna happen, dude. Forget about it. Someone possibly will help you at some point, and we all know a lot of bands or musicians or artists who had help from outside, right? But if you just sit on your butt, no one's gonna help you. Okay? Because there's thousands and thousands of people who just sit on their butts, do nothing, and complain about life. You don't want to be one of those people, because that will not get you anywhere. So, as I said, you should never wait for someone to do something for you. I've been there for many, many years. I was sending thousands and thousands of emails to labels, to producers. You don't want to spend your time on that. You don't. People who work in the industry are not interested to hear your music unless you make hundreds of dollars on this music. Okay? If you don't, if you just create music because you can't live without it, because you think it's art, just deliver it to the music listeners. This is important. Stop wasting your time on trying to deliver your music to the music industry professionals. You will just get frustrated and you'll just waste your time. At that same time, you can deliver it to those who will really appreciate it, to the music fans all over the world. How to do it? If you know a few friends who listen to like Linkin Park and you make music that sounds something like Linkin Park, just tell them about that. Say, hey, do you want to check out my music? I know you love Linkin Park. Like, this is a cool short. Like, you like Iron Maiden? My band plays something like Iron Maiden. Do you want to check it out? And just give it out to people. Don't expect them to buy it right away. Don't expect them to do something in return for you. Just give it to people. And that's why people upload music to streaming services nowadays. You don't get any income from streaming services unless you're Katy Perry. Though, I know that most of that income is taken by the label, so the artist doesn't even get a lot of that money. But that's the point. Just make it available for people. Another thing, I started talking about Iron Maiden, right? So everyone knows Iron Maiden or Metallica or Nirvana, and every time we see someone wearing their shirts, we're like, I like your shirt, cool band. And everybody seems to know them. Why? Because these guys have been there for years. They've been doing shit since like the last century. Like they didn't become famous yesterday or something like that. Like there's no such thing as waking up famous. There's no such thing. You gotta work on it for years. And if you discovered someone a month ago and they have million hits on YouTube, it didn't happen the day before you discovered them. You know? They had been working on it for years, for a long time, before they got big, relatively big. Everything is relative. You know that too, right? So give it time. If you started doing shit and you don't see any result, don't start complaining. Why I'm saying this? Because I was like this. I was doing it for a long time. I was complaining about things not working for me. I was talking to people and we were discussing how hard it is to get our music out there. We were not getting any people to our shows, you know? And what did it make us think? That life is unfair? No, that's not true. It's just you gotta do shit and you gotta give it time. So if you started promoting your band 2 months ago and you don't have million hits on YouTube, it's fine. It's obvious. You're not gonna get such a fast result. Of course, I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, oh, but there's some people who go viral with their videos. Well, that happens too. Sometimes it happens. But if it doesn't happen to you, it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it, or it doesn't mean your strategy is not working. I don't have a million hits on YouTube, but I've got some, and I'm grateful for those because people are interested to hear what music I make, to see my videos, and the same is gonna be with you if you just start creating. I used to judge what I was doing a lot, and first 10 years, I would say, I was always feeling miserable because nothing was happening. But when something is happening, you should be able to see that tiny little step ahead that you've made, because that will give you the motivation to move forward, to do something else. But when you do not see it, it won't give you any motivation. You will be just there complaining about things not working your way. You know, you don't want that. You want to see those little steps. Okay, you released a song and let's say 10 people listened to it on Spotify. That's a result. Because before, there were no people who knew about you. So 10 people is already a very big growth. And you should be able to see that, even if it's really small. Because it's really small in the beginning. So I've been talking for a long time already, and I gave you 3 hints that I think are the most important when you're trying to get your music out there. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, and I'll definitely record more videos. This was Nika Comet from Chase the Comet. Have a great day, and I'll see you there on stage.